pray to God to wash my sins. God, the phone against me, not a weapon, no weapon. Ask him where do I begin? Where devil trying to take
back
my
to Next Level Tarot. I'm so honored and happy to have you here with me today. I'm doing a reading on Migos, and I will just look at each member and what role they played. And I will also have a look at what went wrong between them. I will not dive into Takeoff's death to respect his passing and his family, so I won't get into that. But I will have a look at the dynamic of Migos. If you like these type of readings, you can subscribe. I also have a Patreon. All right, let's get into it. So we'll start with Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff. Then we will look at what role they played in the group. Then we will have a look at what went wrong. So yeah, universe, thank you for giving us accurate messages. Thank you for bringing us clarity of what happened in Migos, what went wrong there. All right. So, Mr. Offset has the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Quavo has the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And Takeoff has the Knight of Swords. Okay, let me just clarify a bit. I'm already getting a lot of information with these three cards, but I just want to clarify a bit more. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. It looks like Offset and Quavo have similar energies. Let's see what comes out for Takeoff. Here he is. Ooh, we have the Three of Swords. So, Takeoff, he is a Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he's a Gemini. He has all swords cards. That's interesting. Offset, he's a Sagittarius, so he's a fire sign. And Quavo is an Aries. So, Sagittarius people and Aries have a lot in common. They're both fire signs. They are both quite dominant, action-driven, hot-headed. And then here, Takeoff, he is more an intellectual person, here with the King of Swords. Okay, what I can see with Offset is that he wanted to take his power back, his control over his money, and that was his priority, and also his relationship here with the Ace of Cups. So this caused for some disagreements in the group because he had it mostly out for himself and his family. He was not very focused on the group. As you can see, this guy here is looking out. This hand is reaching out to the other side. He didn't really prioritize Migos as Quavo and Takeoff. So Takeoff here with the Ace of Pentacles, he was also very money driven. He wanted his bank account numbers to go up, 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 up. And I also feel that he was a bit irresponsible with money. He was spending too much and his money was not in balance, even though he is super rich. It looks like he had a hole in his hand where all the coins fell through. And this caused him unnecessary stress. He was not very reasonable when it came to money. And then here with the Page of Pentacles, this guy here is looking towards Takeoff. So I can clearly see that Quavo has a lot of love, friendship, and yeah, he has a deep connection to Takeoff. I also feel that Quavo looked at Takeoff for advice and stuff, and if Takeoff wanted to get something done or wanted to do something in a specific way, I feel like Quavo would listen to him. But here, Offset, he's like so out of it. He's not so invested in this. He has like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Yeah, I feel that he prioritized his relationship and caring for his kids. I feel like Quavo was super excited for the future with Takeoff. Quavo really loved Takeoff, you guys. I don't know, I'm getting that very strong here. And then Takeoff here, like I said in the beginning, he is quite grounded. He knows what he wants. He is not wishy-washy. He doesn't change his mind often. He has a very masculine energy to him, and that's why Quavo also respected him, because he had this super strong, grounded, masculine energy to him. And Quavo is a bit more childish here with the page, and Offset as well. As you can see, Takeoff is the only king in this spread, so. But we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so what I can tell is that Quavo, he was intellectually more developed than Offset and Quavo. He could see situations from a higher perspective. I feel that Takeoff wasn't happy with how the group was behaving and stuff. I feel like Takeoff has another vision for Migos, but he didn't really know how to communicate that or how to make it happen. But he was trying to be patient and see how things would evolve in the future. Then the Eight of Swords. So this is how he portrayed himself to the outside world. But on the inside, there's a lot of sadness, darkness. I feel that he felt guilty about something and it was eating him up alive. Yeah, I also see a lot of prostitution and strippers, and Takeoff, he felt that he was in this dark hole. There was a dark cloud around him and he didn't know the way out of it. There wasn't anyone in his surroundings that was reasonable or that was stable. I feel that everyone around him was messy. And he didn't like that, because if Takeoff had the chance to live longer, I think that he would become like a very respectable father in the future. That's what he actually wanted. He wanted to have a family when all of this shit is behind. But he went about it very seriously. And this is what he didn't respect about Offset. He felt that Offset rushed everything and he kind of messed up the dynamic of Migos. Yeah, I feel that Takeoff was the one that was the most responsible, the most calm. I feel that Takeoff was the one that really set the tone of Migos, because he was intellectually the smartest. No shade to Offset and Quavo. They have other things they bring to the table. This is just Takeoff's energy, okay? Please clarify the Ace of Cups. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, okay, what I'm getting is that Offset, he didn't plan out everything well. He was rising to fame with Migos, then he suddenly was married, then he had a kid. And Offset, he's a Sagittarius, so his energy can be a bit chaotic, and this caused for chaos in the group as well. That Offset didn't have much direction. He has strong wants and needs. He always says, I want this, I want that, I want it to be done in this way, that way, but he lacks the direction. He lacks the proper planning to execute what he wants. Okay? Ooh, sorry. Alright, then we move on to Quavo. Quavo has the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. Guys, this is again talking about being irresponsible with money. Quavo was irresponsible with money. That was his problem, okay? And he was a bit childish because he has a page here. And then Takeoff has the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so what Takeoff wanted was to really create this firm foundation for Migos, and he wanted for the group to focus on being successful and to focus on making money, getting that stability, so that they in the future can be free and stable. That's what I'm hearing. So this is the Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about family stability, having everything, having the house, the wife, the kids, and so on. So he has the Nine of Pentacles. So he was moving, transitioning into the Ten of Pentacles in the future. Listen, this can take 5 to 10 years, 15 years. That was his next chapter of his life, okay? Excuse me for the smoke. I have some sage here and it is smoking a lot. I just wanted to keep the energy clear and clean. What else? Let me just pull one card to see how Offset and Quavo is doing now after the passing of Takeoff. And that's the last thing. I will get into it because I don't want to disrespect anyone. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse for Offset. And then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse for Quavo. What I can tell here with the Seven of Wands in reverse is that Offset, right now, he feels very drained and he lacks motivation to do anything. And I think it will take him a few months at least to get over this. Quavo, he's absolutely heartbroken by this with the Ace of Cups in reverse. He is so sad, extremely, extremely sad. And he feels guilty, he feels everything. So he really lost someone that was a pillar in his life. And I feel that Takeoff was his best friend, and they were always super honest with each other. They told each other everything. Quavo, he really lost a part of him. So I really feel sorry for Quavo because he's really going through it and he's extremely, extremely sad. I hope that he finds strength to overcome this, and I hope that he doesn't do anything stupid to also put his own life in danger.